Welcome back to the channel, guys. We are in the garage again. I'm going to be doing some welding again today. Right now I've got a couple parts that came in for the Sportster. Not a whole lot, to be honest, though. I'm waiting on a tube bender because I have plans to modify the stock header on the bike. I actually picked up a muffler. So I just picked this up off of Amazon. I like the look of it. And I'll probably paint this all, maybe add a little baffle inside of it. It's already got some packing in there, but I want the bike to be fairly quiet. I don't need a loud Harley on back trails whenever I want to go out. Before I can really do this, I have to get a tube bender, which I've ordered. It'll probably be about a week or so. And then I need to also figure out how to bend pipe with it, which I watched a couple videos so far. It doesn't look too hard. I picked up some additional safety gear. I got a full face mask for grinding, and also when I'm back on the bench grinder. I took some of your advice and picked up a set of TIG gloves because they're thinner. I'm going to pair this with the left glove, and then I can wear my right glove as the trigger glove, and I can rest it on there. That way this arm will stay protected, and this one has much better dexterity now. So I appreciate that tip. I'll definitely try this out, see how it goes. So I spent a little bit of time practicing welding sections of this pipe. I'll pop those clips in now. Yeah.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
So this was my practice piece. I started out welding that, which that's pretty nasty. But then that was my second try. And then I started welding this on, which that's a hole I blew through, I believe. And then I finished up kind of there. And I kept stopping and looking at it. This was my second attempt, and I ended up grinding this down. But even better is the penetration I was actually getting on them. It was pretty good. So you can see I didn't do too bad on these. The penetration's pretty good. Overall, I'm fairly happy. I mean, they're pretty solid. So my plan today is basically just do it again and again and again, and get good at welding exhaust pipes. So by the time all my tools show up for my exhaust for the bike, I can maybe jump right over on that and be very familiar with welding exhaust pipe. I'm sure you can kind of tell the background's a little different. I'm going to try something where I basically just hung up the fireproof blankets up as a wall, and I'm going to see how that works out instead of draping it over all the bikes. If this works out pretty good, I might actually look into some sort of curtain system maybe that I can take down and put up real quickly. Oh, and before we get started, I could definitely use some advice. So I'm planning on building custom crash bars for the bike. It's kind of funny. Originally I was drawing out a design. I actually showed it to a buddy of mine. And then later on that evening I was just scrolling through Instagram looking at pictures of Pan America and realized I basically drew out the design for the Pan America crash bar. So at least I know it'll work, I think. But what I'm trying to figure out is the actual material to use for said crash bar. Now I think anything like 1/8 inch or 1/4 inch, that's way too thick. So I don't know if I need to use something like 3/16 or whatever. And I also need to figure out what type of metal to get that I can actually bend in my tube bender. So I think I want to go with something maybe 1 inch, maybe 1 1/4 at most. But I definitely plan on kind of replicating what the Pan America has. so that I can mount fog lights and even possibly front pannier bags, but also be able to properly absorb impacts for if the bike is dropped. So if you guys have any suggestions on the type of metal or what I should be looking for, let me know. And if you know of anyone that's made crash bars on YouTube, definitely drop a link or DM me on Instagram. I'm definitely interested in knowing what other guys are doing or if they're even making their own crash bars. Because the ones on like Amazon and eBay are just too cheap, and the ones at Harley are just meh. Especially for something that I'm trying to build custom that's going to be aesthetically more ADV or dirt bike-ish kind of. It's a nice bike. I'm just trying to protect it. I don't want to just drop it the first time and instantly wreck my tank. So I am going to build protection for it. I want to keep it nice for as long as I can and have fun with it. So again, thanks for any of your help. So this is the new section I welded on, just completely random, no rhyme or reason. Kind of pretty bad booger section here. Cleaned it up here a little bit and didn't quite completely finish the weld. I mean, I was just meandering around, I don't know. And then I did this section here, which that was some booger welds again. Started laying pretty good there. Not terrible through here. I didn't grind any of this down. It all looks pretty okay, I think. Pretty good penetration. Down on this end, I had, this is a section my buddy did. And then this was another practice section in through here, which is alright. And then just for giggles, I did a smiley face. So, at least I'm having fun. See? He's happy. threw together this very poorly made, not very accurate, not quite squared thing. Just for fun, just for something else to weld. There's quite a few gaps in here because I really didn't measure anything out, so I don't know. It's fun to weld on something different than exhaust pipe or flat steel right now. So now I have a good paperweight. So not the quite most exciting video today, but I mean, spent an afternoon in the garage welding, playing around with stuff. Buddy came over, he got to play with the welder a little bit, and all in all it was just a relaxing afternoon, and I don't know, making pointless stuff. Of course, it's all in practice for what's next. I'm not good at everything, so this is definitely a learning game, and taking one stride at a time. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching, and until next time guys, take it easy.